Hey, how's it going, guys out there in YouTube land? This is Roy, aka Horizon Guy. My eBay store is Horizon Picks. Come check it out. This is a quick sales update video for eBay for about the last week and a half of June 2016. All the items you're about to see were listed 30-day fixed price with best offer. All items sold had additional costs for shipping, which you will see. And let's get into it. This first item was a pair of Adidas. Some of these Adidas shoes sell really well. If you see up here, especially, this was a Pantone color. Every year, Pantone, which is a color matching system for graphics, but is also a standardization method for textiles. They will come out with a Pantone chip color for the year, and I believe this was the most recent one, which is this blue color. These were listed at a bit higher, actually, or I lowered the price. I didn't get any action on these for a little while, so I did end up taking a best offer of $37.50. You may be asking, why did I take such a low offer? I got these for next to nothing in a massive shoe and clothing bin at auction. I paid, I think, less than $10. I really was in it for the bin because I'm moving a lot of stuff around in my inventory, and these were the first to sell. I've actually since sold a couple other pairs of shoes and other items from that bin, so now it's all profit. These Monday Night Raw WWE, WWF, these belts, I've sold a few of these. They're a nice pickup if you could get them pretty cheap. This one actually did have a little bit of damage or wear on it, in that a child had kind of gone in with a Sharpie. If you kind of see down on the bottom, they had marked this up a little bit, but I did go in with my best friend, the Magic Eraser, and erased some of the spots and cleaned it up as best as I could. I ended up taking a best offer of $18.69 on this. If you ever see these, they're very popular. Obviously, you all probably know out there how popular the wrestling figures can be, rarity, etc. But these belts, I've sold quite a few of these, and they usually go for that, within that $15 to $25 range, but some of them are a little rarer and go for more, especially if they're in good shape. This piece, pretty interesting. I had gotten this at the bottom of a bin at an auction. I was actually buying the bin for the bin itself, as well as a laptop, which I had since sold and shown in a sales update video. This one, didn't think much of it, but then I started to look at it, and it was a pretty high quality. It is made by Mercedes, and if you look, it comes apart. It has these, both sides open up, and it is a desk clock. This one, it sold. It took about a week or two to sell. I ended up taking a best offer of $45 on this. I didn't have much in it. It was really easy to ship, and I think it went to New York. Easy peasy. Again, another pair. These K2 rollerblades sell very well. I've sold probably 3 or 4 pairs of these in the last few months. I always pick them up. K2 is a solid brand for rollerblades. These were women's, which don't typically sell as well, but these were just looked almost unused. They had the box. I actually got 2 pairs of these at a yard sale. I believe I got $5 for both pairs. The men's pair I wanted to list, but unfortunately, if you look here, the other pair I had, the straps were actually broken on it. But these were great, and I ended up taking a best offer of $45 on these. They sold with under about a week of listing them. So again, K2, great brand, usually command. I've sold these, depending on the model of the rollerblade, I've gotten upwards of $50, $60 used, provided they're in good shape. This bag was a fun pickup. I got this at a yard sale. Was actually running the grab. Went to a convenience store to get some milk for coffee. Stopped off at one random yard sale. They really didn't have much, but this Looney Tunes bag, it was a little bit dusty. I took just a damp rag and cleaned it off, and on every side of the bag there are these wonderful embroidered Looney Tunes characters. It is a travel bag, duffel bag. It looked like it had a little age to it, but I actually couldn't find this bag anywhere else on eBay, and I sold it. It took about a week or two to sell, and I took a best offer of $34 on this bag. So Looney Tunes stuff, not as good as Disney, but some people are very passionate about Looney Tunes characters. They will collect Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny, Tasmanian Devil. So look out for those, especially if you find something that's a little rarer. And the person was very happy with this bag. It was actually easy to ship, able to kind of fold it down, and it did go into a double Tyvek envelope with some padding. Great pickup here and a great story. Again, this was one of those not so great days at the Salvation Army half off day. I had actually been selling at a flea market earlier that day. Almost didn't go to the Salvation Army. Did go. I had an upcoming trip for a wedding and was looking for some clothes for myself, and I'm always on the lookout. Didn't really find much, but on the new rack to be put out, this was a little bit later in the day on the half off family day at the Salvation Army, ended up picking up this Metallica shirt for $1. And I ended up taking it. It took about a week to sell, and I took a best offer of $65 on this shirt. It was in great shape. It is two-sided, didn't have much wear, and it is a licensed Metallica shirt. It is not a shirt that, is kind of a knockoff at a concert or anything like that. If you look, you can see the original Metallica tag here, which is what you want to look for in their merchandise. Originally, this was going to go to Thailand, but the buyer did not want to use the global shipping program, so they were able to provide a West Coast address, and it did go out in a flat rate priority box, and it was a really great pickup and sale and profit. This hat, cool story again. I was at an auction. There was one big paper box full of all different hats. This one was trashed when I first got it. Although I thought it was, I cleaned it. It's wool. It's 100% wool. It's a beautiful original Kangol hat. Kangol is a brand that's still made today. It was really made famous by rappers such as LL Cool J back in the day. And this is a vintage one, pre-made in England. I hadn't seen anything like this hat. So I had it up a bit higher, and it kind of whittled down, and I just wanted to move it, and I took a best offer of $25.50 on it, and off it went. Wool hats, by the way, are something great to pick up because they're very easy to clean. This one did not. Like I said, it had wear all along the brim and edges and stuff, and just a little bit of light soak and a little TLC, and it came out really nice. This set of posters was brought to me by a fellow reseller at an auction. He's a collector and reseller of vintage modern furniture, and this really just wasn't in his wheelhouse. Genesee Beers made in upstate New York, and these were two kind of Star Wars knockoff type posters, probably from the 70s. This kind of mimics the original Star Wars movie poster and such. These I got full price, got $40 for them. They shipped a priority mail in a tube, and you can always look out for stuff that's local beer, area wide. Stuff like this does sell very easily. These were in great shape, only very, very minor little wear from probably hanging back in the day. No piercings, no nothing with these. Super clean, and off they went. JanSport, great brand, very easy pickup. I believe I got this at a yard sale for $1. It sold within a few days. I got full price, $25. Maybe I could have even gotten more. I wanted to do the quick flip on it. JanSport's an awesome, high quality type bag. It is a retail bag, but this bag was pristine. There was very little, if any, wear on it. This is more of a child's backpack for school. Inside was immaculate, and $25, boom, move it on, quick flip. I keep an eye out for these. I've gotten quite a bit. I have a few more to list. I got a whole bunch of scientific kind of hipster glasses. These are a little bit out of the fringe of what I would call steampunk. These are more of a hipster style, red frame. They went local to someone in New York. And these, let me see, took $20 full price on these. They took about a week or two to sell. These, always look out for them. These are not something cheap. They are actually pretty high quality. They're made by American Optical. You could see right up in the corner up in here the AO, and they go way back. American Optical made safety glasses for the wars, and they do sell really well. I've actually flipped quite a bit of the safety goggles, especially if they're in that kind of steampunk variety, which is, you'd have more, it'd be metal, you'd have these side protection would be metal screened, etc. So keep an eye out for those. These sandals, Born shoes, they do sell very well for me. These have gone back and forth. I had sold these prior. These were returned. They did not fit the original buyer. They came back, and then within about 2 to 3 days of relisting them, they sold again to somebody else who left me positive feedback, and I'm so glad that they found a nice home. They are in fantastic shape. They are leather flip-flop sandals with a nice metal buckle here. I took a best offer on these at $25, and I'm glad they found a permanent home. Oh, I did get those, by the way, at the Salvation Army. I got it on a half off day. I probably paid $2. Last but not least, this Coleman jug. Got this at a auction. The auction was starting to get a little bit thinned out. It was hot out. And people were looking at a lot of lawn furniture, larger items, and this was actually in the box. And the box was a little rough. If I can show you, yeah, it looked just like that, and not much to look. But I looked inside, and this jug was pretty much immaculate. There wasn't much wear and tear on it, except for just a little fleck off the logo. That was about it. Beautiful condition, vintage jug. It was great, and Coleman's very collectible. People like it. People still use it. It's a great vintage brand. Took a best offer of $26.39, most likely because of the shipping charges for the larger box, and off it went. I think I paid at the auction about $3 or $4 for this item. So that's it, guys. That is the end of June. The month of July has been cut short a little bit on selling because we had a trip out for the July 4th weekend holiday, but trying to make up for that. Please visit my store at Horizon Picks on eBay, and if you down at the bottom here, click like, dislike, comment, feel free. I'd like to know, did I beat the market or did the market beat me? Thanks so much for watching.